You left. Okay.
Okay.
Bring you back.
Oh, yep. Yep. Sorry.
All right. Let me know when you start.
I am good. The stream is actually now live. Cool. All right.
Cool. Welcome to Taking Liberties, Play and Pwn, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pwnage and Politics, I think is what we called it.
Politics and Pwn, which I must blame Vikas for such a terrible name, because who on earth says Pwn these days?
Right.
Anyway.
So let's find a game, shall we?
Yeah.
So anyway, I figured we could talk about the recent political situations. I guess with Sam Dastyari quitting, and there's also the stuff that came out of the Royal Commission. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Royal Commission, I'd actually be interested to read the report on that because obviously it's laid heavy blame on the Catholic Church. And
yeah, it's at 67% of the pedophile claims that were put forward were as a result of the Catholic Church.
Yeah. Now, was that just the religious-related ones, or was that all claims?
I think it was all claims.
Okay, all right. Because there was a pretty scary figure when you just looked at the religious ones as well.
I think it gets worse when you look at just religious ones. But yeah, in Australia, the Catholic Church is definitely pretty high up when it comes to the thing, what do you call them, child abuse situation.
Yeah.
And it's not because Catholics are somewhat predisposed to it or anything like that. It just so happens that they've had a culture of, I guess you could say,
nice shot.
Culture of... Ooh, I just dropped my gun. That was silly of me. Oh, we're getting lag on the stream, on the Skype. Oh dear.
Is it just me?
Yeah, yep, your audio is not coming through at all now, which is kind of annoying. Because... yeah, I can now.
Yeah, sweet. That was pretty funny.
Wow, I actually just killed somebody. Yeah, your audio is back for some reason. Skype decided to not play ball. So you were saying...
Oh no! So they just had a culture of concealment, just not just a culture of concealment, but they're pretty much a rogue shop where they were moving priests around, got important to the church, got all sorts of protection from. For a long time, they were pretty much just really involved in all of the nasty stuff you can think about when it comes to child abuse.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah, so, I mean, I wonder why they had this outcome when, I mean, they're not obviously the only large institution. You've got the Anglican Church as well. Yeah, like... So, like, why the Catholic Church? I mean, obviously a lot of blame's been placed on the confession and that sort of thing. But I mean, I don't know why. I mean, if you're an organization that's concealing things, why would the confession be the critical factor? Like, I don't know.
This is kind of hard to do, actually, because I suppose we start getting really into the game, and then all of a sudden we're trying to talk about actual serious politics.
Well, I'm really bad at the games. Oh my goodness, that's bad. I found somebody.
Doing well, man. There's one up there. Actually, there's one about to walk in. Walk into the room, just to your left. I mean, to your right, to your right. Hey,
hey, wow! Holy shit! I got a headshot there. This is odd. Last time we did this, it was really bad at it.
Watch this. I'm gonna get the COD gun, and then I'm gonna totally noob it up.
I'm gonna get the COD gun and noob it up.
The SSG.
That's you. All right. So yeah. I mean, confessional. I mean, part of me is, I mean, being a Christian, I want to defend religious freedom and religious activity as well. So like I'm really reluctant to support the removal of the confessional simply because
with the respect to what is it, the mandatory reporting. Here's the thing. I think it's a bit of a pervy. I don't think it actually matters whether the law is there to mandatory report or not. The question is that the Catholic Church has failed in its moral duty to report these crimes.
Yeah, sure.
Right? I don't think it's even a legal question. I'm just like, okay, if you're claiming a moral authority, or like your religious institution gives you some moral precepts, you should theoretically be reporting these crimes out of the volition of your moral instruction.
Yep.
The fact that they don't is kind of disturbing.
Yeah. I mean, that's the truly inexplicable thing is that why did they keep these secrets? Like, it was not like they have to. It's not like there's anything in their doctrine that says they should. It's just that that's what they did.
Actually, they'd argue that the doctrine of confession requires them to.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, yeah, but I mean, there's still people reporting this thing, and their response was to cover it up. So it's obviously, I mean, the issue is.
Oh dear. Yep.
A bit like what we saw with the Weinstein thing, or with sort of what's his name?
Kevin Spacey?
No, not Kevin Spacey. The politician guy.
Roy Moore.
Yeah, Roy Moore, and also with the Democrat guy, where it's like the ends justifies the means. Like they're bad, but we need this vote. We need this particular vote in the Senate. So, oh my goodness.
Oh my god. I know that there's one here.
Okay, now we're on Vikas view.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I died to an auto shotty. I can't believe it.
Yeah, so Romor or the guy's name completely escapes me. The SNL guy. Anyway, like where
Al Franken.
Al Franken, yeah, where it's like we're going to defend these people because because of what they do and what they stand for, and we're going to overlook things that we would not overlook in other people.
Yeah. So I mean, as though the person's fulfilling greater good, I guess is what you're getting. So like there's a
I'm just going to turn down the audio. This is really rare, this game.
Really? My audio is not that high. I guess because it's set up for my game. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, if the organization has a culture of not talking about these things and not reporting, even reporting what victims are reporting, because that's part of the issue, is that no one was talking about this. Like, this was being reported everywhere. Ooh, I just shot somebody on my own team.
Fucking hell! I tagged this guy for 60. Unbelievable. Anyway, I mean, yes, there's a cultural element to it, but you know, I don't want to make it seem like, you know, we're just ragging on the Catholics there. There was also the next highest after the Catholic Church was the Anglicans, who, to my knowledge, don't have the same culture of confession. So
yeah,
it does appear to be something to the religious order. I think this secular institutions did pop up on the list, but they were like, I don't know, like 6th or 7th.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the other thing is what element of government failure is here as well. I mean, that's, as a libertarian, that's what I'm instantly going to be drawn to is, well, you know, yes, there's issues within organisations covering this up, but we have this institution called the police that theoretically should be independently investigating these things, and which victims should be able to go to. So, like, why didn't they do their job, and to what extent was their role examined in this Royal Commission? So that's why I'm keen to read the report, because, you know, that's ultimately they're the ones who truly failed everybody, because it's their job to
prosecute these crimes. Yeah. So here's the thing. I know it's not mentioned in the report, but this is something the atheist community has been going on for a long time about. Because in the US, at least, the instances of cover-ups had a level of police involvement, and a large number of the police, being of Irish origin, were Catholics. So, you know, it was because the religious element was so pervasive through American life, right? No cop wanted to be the guy who brought down the church.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but that was the US experience. I don't know exactly how true that is for Australia, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a prevailing, I guess you could say, cultural element where, you know, people belong to that religious outfit and don't want to be the one to bring it to disrepute.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, that's, I guess, you know, in that time people had religious cultural identifiers that maybe they don't have so much now. You know, I'm just going to turn down my game a little bit more, because otherwise it's going to be very loud on the stream. You know, like, people would have culturally identified...
Turn down the volume, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So yeah, like, people would have identified as Catholic or Anglican in a cultural sense, as well as sort of in an institutional sense. Like, they would have attended church, but they also, like, part of their identity is to be Catholic, and therefore, you know, they needed to defend the Catholic Church. Maybe that isn't the case so much now. I mean, my observation of both churches and like scouts and stuff is that there's a huge I mean, how would you describe it? Like a great eagerness to make sure that this is not being covered up anymore. So there's obviously been a cultural shift across all of these. Oh shit, I just shot somebody. Can't believe that. Oh shit, and then I just got shot. This Destructor Matter guy is pretty good. Yeah, so there's...
Fucking, I'm gonna go to B.
By the way, next time we should play League of Legends. We take turns of being good and bad at the game.
I can agree with that.
Oh, nice. Ah, you killed Destructomatic. Good job. Oh, there's a guy. Oh, I was gonna say.
Oh, almost planted. Fucking yeah. I thought I'd get it in. I was like, I might get it in, might get it in. Pros don't fake. And then I died.
Yep.
These guys failed though.
How many? There's only one more. Two more cups. One more cup. Yeah, one more cup. Oh, and no, there's
that
one.
That doesn't matter though. The rest of the team's bad. Oh, see, I told you. I told you, so bad.
Well, we've won at least one round.
Yeah. Probably doesn't help that I'm trying too hard to talk about politics and not play the game well.
Sure. That's the reason why.
Oh shit.
Okay, this guy's definitely gonna die.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay. Well, there's another. I didn't realize how many of us.
Well, the thing is, what I love about casual games is that it's so easy to get away with stuff in this, because half the people don't know how to use their minimap, and the other half the people don't know how to play the game.
Yeah, well, that is me.
Yeah. I don't know. I find it cathartic, but you know, enough about the Catholic Church. I think we've ripped on them long enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Benelong. Did we want to talk about Benelong?
Yes, I would, because it's the most unsurprising result in history. Like, to be perfectly honest, like, I thought Labour had a chance until they announced Christina Keneally. Right? The moment they announced Christina Keneally, that's when they were gone down the shit.
Yep.
You got.
Oh man, I didn't even...
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is so bad about Christina Keneally? Like, she was
Sorry,
Premier...
what did you say?
What's wrong with Christina Keneally? Because, I mean,
so-
as a Western... I mean, I know she was the Premier, but, like...
So
What?
she was the. So there were attempts. You might have heard of Eddie Obeid and Ian McDonald.
Yep.
Yeah. So two guys who got stung by the corruption watchdog and then got into prison time.
Yep.
So Labour has a habit. They keep saying presumption of innocence until proven guilty, which is something they're only willing to afford to their own members. So the Liberals don't seem to have that. The Liberals are just like, you have some impropriety attached to you, fucking resign. But one good thing about Labour is they do stick to their criminals.
Okay.
Like, they protect their criminals. So keeping that in mind, Maurice Yema, who was the Premier before Keneally, got rid of those two, took them out of the ministerial positions. When he got rolled by Keneally brought them back in.
Yep.
So, now here's the thing. The IC, yeah, she. She was a witness, right? She was a witness to all of the activities of these two people that she promoted. Irrespective of her not being, you know, party to any of those crimes, people are always going to have, like, people in New South Wales are always going to be like, well, you knew they were criminals and you promoted them.
Yep.
So, like, outside of that Labour voting heartland, she has no popularity.
I go a different way.
So, like I said, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why they picked her. It's like, okay, so you want to lose.
Yeah. Well, okay, so... Oh, man, it's bloodbath.
Sorry, what are you trying to get to?
I'm just trying to figure out how I'm not going to get shot. And how to... That's basically how I operate in this game, is like, how long can I go without getting shot?
Yeah. Well, this isn't a comp game, so I'm really not trying.
Okay, that's great. That doesn't help me, like, not get shot. Okay, I got to the bomb site.
I get the feeling I need to turn off voice chat because there's a little here
Yeah.
who keeps talking. Have you turned it off on yours?
No, I don't know how to.
Ah. Okay. So that's going to turn up in our feed now.
It will, but only a little bit.
My God, that noob guy is such a noob. Oh.
I think we're gonna win this. Maybe?
So it's in the audio settings. Right? You go to audio settings and you go enable voice and you turn it off.
Yes, we win. Okay.
Yeah, we won again. Yay!
We won 2. Okay, audio. And VoIP.
Yep.
Okay.
See, that's why we keep me around, because I know shit.
I can't believe I got the bomb. I think in. Well, we've only played this like twice together, but like in all that time, I don't think I've ever got the bomb actually to the site.
Yeah, it's because it's not comp. People play like idiots.
Good, because then might potentially live long enough to, you know, play.
I know there's going to be a guy coming. Oh, I knew they were coming and I still died. Unbelievable. But yeah, sorry, getting back on topic.
Yeah, so...
Unsurprised with she's going to be inserted into Sam Gastiari's seat for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. I mean, Bob Carr was dropped in previously when...
The funny thing is, they keep saying, like, along the lines of, oh, you know, we need this voice in the Labour Party. I go like, why? She's just as vapid as Julia Gillard was.
Yeah, well, except they don't think Julia Gillard was vapid.
That would be a mistake on their part.
It would be a mistake on their part, but, you know, the competence... What counts as being competent in politics is, you know, pretty low standard for competence.
To be perfectly honest, I know people give her shit, but Penny Wong is easily the most woman, like, is probably the woman of most substance in the Labour Party.
Yep. Fair enough. I mean, yeah. I mean, she's good. I don't know if I would say she's substantial. Like, I can't think of a time where she said something that nobody else said that was, like, you know, good or interesting. Or she's just tough in the Senate. I mean, that's one of the problems with politics is people are smart. Like, most of the people in politics are actually intelligent, but they just
so hard that right now I can avoid bullets. Basically,
Oh wow, you just won an award. Good work.
I told you, I'm lagging so hard that I can avoid bullets.
I'm gonna switch to an SMG. I don't know which SMG is good, but I'm gonna go for one. Yeah, most politicians are smart, but they don't. I don't know. They just don't say anything. They act like idiots. Like, whoa, heck, shit. There's a lot of them here. And I died.
Oh,
and I got shot in the head.
Structure.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Let me find you. Oh, you died.
Tagged him for 89. Fucking FAMAS. Oh, holy shit. He managed to kill someone else after me tagging him so heavy. So, I guess we'll do one more round and talk 2 other random topics of shit, but actually, you know, talk about them.
Yeah. Well, what about... Oh, so, let's go... John Alexander made a joke about having more dignity that he wouldn't take a disabled parking thing.
What was the disabled parking thing?
So, like, he said that he got injured and he was offered a disabled parking base, like, tag thing. And he said he's got more dignity than to take that. Which stokes outrage, of course, because he, you know, hates disabled people or something.
Really? I didn't take it that way. I would have taken it as him saying that he didn't really consider himself disabled.
Yeah. That's what I would have too, but, you know, easy outrage is easy. Oh, good work.
Yeah. It's still gonna go off. It's still gonna go off. No! There we go.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, yeah. So, I would not have taken it as him saying that he's not. That disabled people are bad or whatever it is. I would have taken it as he's saying that he doesn't consider himself disabled. But okay.
Yeah.
And if people want to get pissed off about that, sure. Oh, I can't believe I didn't kill either of them.
Hey, I got a kill. You know, a little I've played this game, I make happy sounds every time I get.
So, I suppose the next topic we should talk about is net neutrality.
Yeah.
People losing their collective shits about it. It's actually kind of hilarious. So the funny thing is, there was this image that was shown around, ironically going like, oh, you know, this is what the internet would look like if you got rid of net neutrality. And the irony is, I remember someone pointing out that, so there's European countries with net neutrality in force. Someone took a screenshot of what their internet plans look like, and it looked exactly like that. And he said, "This is what," and it's just like, it's funny. You say that that's what it looks like without net neutrality, but we have net neutrality, and this is what ours looks like.
Oh shit! I got the problem.
Yeah, and it was exactly like what they were describing, where you know you're paying extra for some services, and all of that. But here's the thing: anyone who knows anything about the internet would not be surprised if that's how it turned out, right?
Yep.
Because if you think about it, right, the internet is the means to provide content, right? Like right now. So you benefit only from restricting content if you're able to provide the content to fill that gap in the first place. Right? So if you're saying I'm gonna block out Facebook, right? Then you have to find something to take up that space. Right? Otherwise, people won't use your service.
Yeah, well, that. Oh, I nearly got him. I got 82 damage. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Yes, that is. I got the bomb again. I'm feeling confident this time. Yes, so net neutrality. Oh my goodness. I mean, the amount of this is something that people are just being acting like complete idiots. Like, it's just the level of insanity we've seen over this whole issue is just insane, which is a bit weird to describe. The thing. Okay, I just died.
I hope the still coming through because they're getting very active on voice chat.
No, I've turned it off. Yeah, so neutrality. I mean, some of the stuff we've seen, like, you know, paying. There was a thing by Banksy saying, "Oh, you know, it's going to cost $15 a post on Instagram," and you know, blah blah blah. Wow, it's Destructomatic, guys. Pretty good. What's the speak trading? He's not AFK though. Net neutrality. So yeah, sorry, it's early here. It's 7 o'clock. Yes. So net neutrality. I've Reddit is crazy for it. They're acting like maniacs. It's gone. They think Ajit Pai is the devil, but worse. Actually, twice as bad as the devil.
No. Okay, so here's the thing. I always find like explaining this. I'm like, let's pretend for a second that you know you have. Let's pretend you have a road, right? Any road in the. You can take, you know, say a highway as an example. If you then said, right, it is illegal to charge a toll on. Sorry, let's say it's a tolled highway for the sake of the example. But let's say you've got a tolled highway and you're saying it's illegal to charge people different price to drive on that road. Right? You would say that that's insane, right? It's just like, oh hey, you're now spending, you know, you've got these trucks that are clearly damaging the road way more than say a bike, yet everyone's paying the same price, right? So you know, obviously that leads to a degradation of service. Obviously, it eventually leads to the road not being upkept properly, and the final result of that is an experience that pisses everyone off.
Yeah.
Right? Or as I like to call it, the public road system.
Yeah.
Now, if you said the opposite of that is going to lead to less people being able to drive on the road, I would question that statement quite seriously. Because the trucks are still going to use the road because they're going to make a lot of money from it. Right?
Mm.
Effectively, like, when you get down to it, all the complaints people have about net neutrality, it basically boil down to, oh, hey, all the stuff that I use online, right, will probably get charged more by the ISPs, right? And they will pass the cost on to me. Therefore, corporate welfare.
Mm.
And people don't realize that that's the argument that they're making. Like, it's not... Net neutrality does not benefit you or I. It benefits the companies. Sorry, it benefits a small number of companies, like Google, Netflix, all of those people, who happen to have the benefit of large user bases to keep their costs down. And my question is, why should we, the customer, the ultimate end customer, have to pay more, right, to basically make it cheaper for certain companies on the internet?
Well, I guess the argument is, I mean, the thing is, like, it's so much of the the pro net neutrality side is just just pure scaremongering. Like, it's not.
It's not scaremongering. No, like the thing is, I personally believe that you know, having that kind of pricing scheme is a legitimate concern. It's just really hard to do on the internet, right? You have to invest in a lot of infrastructure if you want to prevent a particular service from having access to your network. It costs a lot of money to put that infrastructure into place.
Leroy Jenkins. Oh, hello. There are two people down this other side.
Wow, there's this guy on the top of drop. Yeah. Okay, bombs at A. So I don't know what the fuck we're doing from here. Oh, you're dead.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, right, I was low HP. Never mind.
This free hat guy's dual wielding pistols and he's doing quite well for himself.
Yeah, you can buy those. They're the dual predators.
Do
you want me to buy you a pair?
No, it's fine. It's no point buying me a gun because I'm, you know, bad. I put my pencil at butter knife to a gunfight. That's funny. Okay, anyway,
you forgot you were talking about, didn't you?
yeah, I'm having that a lot this morning and I really don't understand why. That also, I'm playing a game. I'm not...
Because you're playing the game, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah, but the last thing I said was it's really expensive.
I also get you're getting lag on your end, so I can't always hear what you're saying.
I don't lag on this game at all until I started doing this streaming shit. What is going on? And I'm on the NBN.
Yeah.
Back NBN.
Oh my goodness, how much did I shoot this guy?
Anyway, so, like I said, the pricing model which people are so afraid of is actually really, really expensive to try and implement. So that's why I'm like, I don't think this will ever happen, because it's fucking A, it's expensive to do, B, you have to maintain it forever, right? Like, because, you know, obviously someone eventually will cave into your demand of, hey, I'll pay more to get the same level of access as this other service.
Yep.
And then you've got to go in and actually implement that. So which is why, despite not having net neutrality for 30 plus years, you haven't seen the situation that they're so scared of appearing. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean, one other aspect to it is, you know, how local governments create monopolies on actual infrastructure. So, I mean, I think there are issues here for how the internet is provided. But yeah, it's tied to local regional monopolies that are granted by the guy just around this corner. Oh no, there he is.
And you're dead.
And I'm dead. I sacrificed myself for the betterment of the team. That's how I like to think of it.
Well, they're going to make a push, and then I'm going to kind of kill some of them.
Okay, let me find you. Okay.
Ah! What? I followed an idiot. That's what I followed an idiot.
Yeah, so like basically when Verizon goes into a town or a city, they'll say, oh, we'll build all this infrastructure if you give us a monopoly for like, you know, a certain amount of time or permanently or whatever.
Yeah, but those were ruled unconstitutional though.
Were they?
Yeah. So there was so when Google Fiber came in, Google Fiber made that same request like Verizon and any other company would have. Except one of the big companies challenged it in court, and they won. They said it was unconstitutional for a government to grant that regional monopoly.
Really? Okay.
But yeah, it was because Google Fiber came in. Yeah, actually, let me look up the case. I'll bring it up.
Oh, these guys are up in like a tower thingy.
Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of looking at that case. Google Fiber. Yeah, it was AT&T. AT&T sued AT&T versus Louisville in yeah, it was AT&T versus Louisville. It was 2016 in the district court.
Okay, there you go. That's interesting.
Yep. So they shouldn't be allowed to do that anymore. Yeah. So our AT&T fiber. Yeah. So actually, so the case is a little bit more convoluted than that. So Louisville is in Kentucky, right?
Yep.
And Google Fiber has been rolling out in Kentucky, obviously. Right?
Yep.
So the benefit that was given was that so it wasn't that they were given a monopoly, it's that they were given unpaid access, so they don't have to pay access, so unfettered access to utility poles in the city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, I've misquoted the case, but basically it's that a local government still might be able to give a monopoly, but it's not allowed to.
Well, because when Reason did commentary on this case, they said how it is, local governments are getting payments in exchange as well for access to things.
Of course they are. Nothing about that surprises me. As usual, a government is at the source of the problem.
Yeah. Where should I hit him? Anyway.
Yeah. Could be worse. Could be the federal government.
Everybody's like on the other side of the map. They're all around B.
Fine. I guess I'll have to go to B.
I feel bad though now that I said that because I'm like ghosting or whatever.
Yeah, because it's casual and everybody cares about that.
Hey man, I care about integrity.
You think that's integrity? Okay.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah. I've been playing really shit this round, and then I realized you're playing even shitter.
Yeah, of course, because I'm bad at this game. Why do you think I said let's play League of Legends next time?
Okay. I guess you're not good with Twitch mechanics.
Yeah, also just don't know the maps, not very experienced. I'm like recruit rank 2. This is literally like the 3rd game I've ever played of this. Ever.
I legit
Hey, I just got flashbangs.
like terrible for streaming anyway.
Yeah.
Lagged so hard.
Also, it's just, I mean, like the good thing about League of Legends is like you can see everybody's actions all the time. Where, oh my goodness, it's a big open area. Shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, as in this, you've got a... Yeah, there's an element to... Oh, interesting. It appears they're pushing A.
They are pushing B.
They are.
Oh, well, there's a bunch of them around B.
Let's see.
There's one just near you. Yep, he's up there. He must have died. No, he's still alive, he's off. There's 2 of them. Oh.
And the bomb is now down drop. So they're gonna come to me. Yeah.
There's one up there. Oh, he's staying. There's 2. There's 2. He's walking up. There he is.
Got him.
And then there's a guy walking back towards where your mates are. Oh, there we go. He's dead now. There's one dude at A, and there's 2 sort of near this. Must be where they spawned.
Which one's he coming through?
Oh, he's backing off now. He's facing... Anyway. He's coming up the slope. There we go.
Got him. Yeah. Oh wait, I should have been guarding the bomb.
Well, they haven't got it yet, so... The other 2 are just standing around holding their necks. They're in a lavatory.
Oh, I know where they are. Are they still there?
No, they've come out and they're just spraying bullets. No, one of them is in the lavatory.
You said they were in a lavatory.
Well, there was a lavatory, yeah. I said, the next city came out and was spraying bullets. Rifles. What's the good counter-terrorist rifle?
Sorry, what?
What's the good counter-terrorist rifle?
I got the AUG, but you can get the M4A1.
Okay. Do we want to say anything more about neutrality? Net neutrality. I can't see anything because this smoke grenade is literally stopping me from walking around the map. It's great. Some great viewing. Me wandering around like an idiot inside of a smoke. Oh shit.
Yeah, we're doing League of Legends next time. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Oh shit, I ran out of bullets.
The console might have more details. I just got disconnected.
Oh, you shot me in the head with a rifle.
I just got disconnected, man.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Like,
I got thrown out. Oh well.
how'd you get thrown out?
I don't know. Maybe I was just lagging too hard. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not getting back in it. It's too laggy. Let's just finish off this topic of net neutrality and then call it. Yeah. So net neutrality. So I mean, the thing is, people have noble expectations, right? Like they think they are making the internet free and open for everyone. But if you think about it, right, what you're asking for is a pricing regulation scheme, right? And take any pricing regulation scheme the government's ever come up with. I mean, it starts with the pricing regulation, and then it just grows with more and more and more regulation. So the first starts with pricing regulation, then there's quality regulation that comes with it. Then obviously, you know, the companies are, you know, doing a little bit here and a little bit there to get around the regulations you've just put in. So you've got to create a regulator to chase them up. There's a whole bunch of policing that goes into it. And by the end of the day, you end up dealing with like the complete government sort of intrusion into the sector. and you're basically killing innovation in that sector.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
I think probably one of the most infuriating things I saw yesterday was, somebody like, of course, on Reddit, because that's what I use, saying how we need to have national, not nationalized, but have like public broadband. And I think that's ultimately what some of these people actually want. They want the government to run this stuff, even though the government doesn't know how to innovate to save its life. Like, it's the least innovative institution there is.
I mean, even if you take a look at, like, my case in point for that would be, look at the NBN Co, right? The NBN Co is selling technology which, when it started rolling out, was 5 years old.
Yep.
Right? And now it's, what, over 10 years old? So it's 15 years old now?
Yep.
So, I mean, when you get down to it, there is, and it's obvious that the tech has moved on since then. But you don't even need to look at NBN Co. You can look at Telstra prior to 2001. Telstra prior to 2001 were the only people around the world that was still flogging CDMA.
Yep.
Right? And now if you look at it, there's only legacy CDMA things that are run by, effectively fans of the spectrum. Nobody else uses it. So to that point, I would say, be careful what you wish for.
Yep. That's it. I mean, it's all good. All good intentions. Not much concern for kind of how these things actually kind of play out. Well, that's not true. It's probably not fair, but certainly they think good intentions will carry the day, and I don't think it will.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
and
we'll
with that,
leave
we
it
should end. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that, we should end it. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Let us know what you think. Well, let us know what you think. By the way, I mean, if you want to see more of this, or if you want to see us play League of Legends next.
Yes, League of Legends. No way, I feel so bad.
Yeah, and if you want to join in, actually, if people want to join in, I think we should invite people.
We could do PUBG, since that's the game the young people are playing.
Do you have it?
I don't have it, but I looked at it, I was like, it looks okay. I could get into that. So
yeah, it's really fun, especially in teams.
Yep. Well, if we get teams, we'll do some PUBG. All right.